I say?" She whacked the roof of the carriage with her cane. "That driver has always been the most inconsiderate. He's been in your employ for 50 years. Be that as it may, my child, his impertinence will not stand. It will not stand!" She thumped the seat for emphasis, dislodging several beads from the bodice of her day dress. "And another thing, the man has beady eyes. I don't like beady eyes." As usual, Auntie had gotten completely off subject. Lilac patted her hand. "Calm yourself, Auntie Wumples. Surely." Without warning, a brilliant flash of light filled the coach. It was followed by a low, deafening rumble. There was a loud thump, and the carriage shook. Lady Wumples was tossed against the window. Lilac braced her hands against the sides of the coach to prevent herself from falling forward. "What was—" Lilac started but never finished. At the same time, both Lilac and her aunt stared wide-eyed at the opposite seat. A great black cat sat there, gazing speculatively at them, even though his feline demeanor implied that this was his coach and that they were intruding upon him. The strange animal had 2 different colored eyes. Lilac's mouth dropped open. Auntie Wumple's pince-nez fell off. Then Auntie screamed, a high-pitched, extremely loud wail of pure terror. "It is a beast, a great beast which shall surely kill us where we sit. I shall faint. Driver! Driver!" The driver, with 50 years' experience driving for Lady Wumples, ignored her and kept going. Composing herself, Lilac tried to calm her aunt. "Hush, Auntie. Remember, we are women of logic. The poor thing probably jumped into the coach to get out of this chilling drizzle. It must have been here all the time, hiding under the seat, and was now just frightened by the lightning. It's just a cat." A rather large cat, and those eyes. "It's a lion, I tell you! It will ravish us!" As if it understood her words, the cat stared mischievously at Auntie Wumples and slowly licked its chops. Auntie started screeching again, but Lilac laughed out loud. It was a lovely, trilling sound that pleased the senses. The young woman leaned forward closer to the cat, unknowingly displaying a goodly portion of bosom. "You have beautiful fur, Kit, long and thick. It looks so silky, and you're quite the adventurer, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps I should take you in." Auntie Wumples gasped. "What are you saying? You can't take that cursed beast into the house." The cat focused on Lilac, blinking slowly at her with those beautiful dual-colored eyes, and Lilac made up her mind. "I can, and I will. You're coming home with me." She made a motion which sealed her fate. She softly stroked the fur behind his left ear. The cat angled his head into her hand, as if her touch was ecstasy itself. "What do you say about that, cat?" The familiar, known as Rejar, closed his eyes and purred. He was on a different plane of existence. His senses told him that much. But where? One instant he had been hurtling through the tunnels, cast about the eddies and currents. The next, a portal seemed to open beneath him, if beneath had any meaning in the space he was in, and he fell headfirst through the opening. In an attempt to protect himself, he had metamorphosed into his cat self. The conveyance he was in rolled to a stop, and the 2 females exited, with a great deal of fuss from the old one. She banged her walking stick several times, her face turning fiery red. When the driver opened the door to let her out, she rapped him smartly on the side of his leg with her stick, screeching her way past him. Oddly, the man only smiled. The lovely younger one shook her head, muttering something under her breath before following her. He distinctly heard the older one adamantly exclaim that the beast would not be in the coach on their return. The younger one firmly replied that if it was still in the coach when they returned, she was taking it home. The beast would be here, at least until he learned where here was. Thankfully he could understand their language, at least most of it, similar to the language of his brother's wife. It had differences in cadence and syntax.